The world is facing a serious threat. It's not COVID no more. It's not just financial crisis. It's illegal aliens. Now I know what you're thinking.
Wrong part of town, amigo. In fact, I'm gonna bet dollars to pesos you're not from anywhere near here. Mikey?
But trust me, it's more than that. Illegal aliens, or immigrants as they call them, have been on the news quite a while. They've been crossing the border without permission. They climb over walls and barbed wires, hiding through boats and planes, car smuggling, or they just walk through. You ask yourself, why is it like this? Why are they coming in packs dictating to countries to let them in? What's really going on? Let's dive deeper. We can go back to Eisenhower when he talks about immigrant issues, all the way to George Bush Sr. immigration laws, to Obama's DACA laws, to Trump's wall, till now. Throughout every presidency, the government knows that we have an immigration problem. Our system is fucked. This isn't Ellis Island type of shit where people want opportunities. This is an invasion. What makes majority of South America coming into this country in droves? Their excuse is gangs. I find it ironic.
According to ICE, 6 of the 7 individuals in custody are in the country illegally. 5 are from El Salvador and 1 is from Mexico. Those 6 have been identified as members of MS-13 in a federal gang database. Police say in late July, the group targeted a 21-year-old man, a member of a rival gang, and brutally stabbed him to death outside of his apartment in Towson, Maryland, just north of Baltimore. ICE has issued immigration detainers for the 6 suspects who are in the country illegally.
The excuse is poverty and bad government. So basically they're acting like refugees. If I'm not mistaken, a refugee is somebody who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. A refugee looks like this, not this. Since when does illegals wear Jordans or have every supply you can think of to travel into our soil? I don't know about you, but gangs in America never made people run from another country. And I mean that shit literally. America is already dealing with their own fucked up government. What makes things worse is 6.3 million illegals coming into our soil for free, taking our jobs, wasting our tax-paying dollars towards them, taking our national resources, taking every homeless shelters you could think of, our hotels, killing us on the low, getting Section 8 in housing. They don't pay taxes. They refuse to speak English. I mean, the list goes on and on. Literally, the whole country is heading to America. You think drug cartels and gangs is the most worried about? Well, they are in a certain extent. Since everybody is coming in, you're literally bringing everybody in who's murdering and doing child trafficking. What's fucked up, the parents who's crossing the border with their children are abandoning them just to come here. And the children either get raped or worse. They coming in droves like this because of our politicians. The Democratic Party have made some laws and mainly broken them. They use illegals for many reasons, but their main 2 reasons is for their votes and to destroy America. They bribe the illegals for them to come here. If you vote for us, you get free shit. If you take the COVID vaccine, you get free shit. If you can replace certain people here and there, or make the Republicans look bad for us, you'll get free food, housing, and work. The immigration laws are fucked because of them. Trump became president and told Americans that the #1 threat in our country is illegal. So he told people to build a wall and make new laws pertaining to this issue. Most Americans either laughed at him, politicians stopping him from doing the right thing, or make him look like a fool. Fast forward into now, is he the fool now? You tell me why all of a sudden Biden is allowing every illegal into this country. Obama made DACA, but at least he put some illegals back to where they belong. We always have National Guards or military to guard our borders. In Biden's era, not so much. With Trump's immigration law that's about to end in May 11th, Biden administration is saying, come on in. Mexico is saying this is a state of emergency and can't hold on much longer. Canada had their issues with Sudanese and other Latin ethnicities. Billions of illegal, undocumented immigrants are here in America. While your politicians are helping them, Americans get to suffer. Texas governor called out the Democrats' bullshit. Texas is saying it's full and we need to bring them back. Our politicians are saying no. So he said, fuck this. I'ma send them to your Democratic states. And in front of your homes, since you want to ignore this issue. This is where we get California and New York dealing with the consequences. Democrats don't like it, but it wouldn't matter. They're going to help them more than they help an actual American. It's crazy how they sugarcoat shit, calling them asylum seekers or migrants as if they come here for a purpose. They come in here for the free shit and then trash it up. It's not just Latins that's doing this. You got all sorts of immigrants like Chinese people. They come here being sneaky and buying up all of your shit. Hence, they're buying up lands and making their own police stations in New York. Don't get me started with gentrification. Indians as well. They mainly took over the tech jobs and pharmaceutical. They too been slithering their way in without people knowing. White immigrants and the Africans have been doing this for years. And you start asking yourself how they get more opportunities than you do. Latins are not the only race that's coming here. Any race can get here and make a living without speaking English and not pay taxes. So if you happen to fill out a job application and they tell you you need to speak Spanish or Mandarin, that lets you know everything. Biden is the only president who allowed every illegal into this country in droves like this. And he's running for president again? You don't think this is treason? Or betraying this country at some degree? Calling this asylum seekers when they took over El Paso, Texas. Stealing, looting, and camping out whatever their please. Took over Mexico. And now taking over America. It makes no sense to me for all of them being taken care of. The majority of these Democratic states are suffering. This is done on purpose. Your politicians are now putting them anywhere since they have no room for them. Now they're putting them in your schools. With Biden's national debt on the line, along with high inflations, budget cuts, bankruptcies, and unemployment, majority of our tax-paying dollars is going to them. Just wait for the next election. You ain't going to be surprised who wins the next term. America is under attack. This is an invasion. But while things are happening below, people aren't paying attention from above. Lately, there's been UFO sightings popping up. I'm talking about right in your face type shit. Our government even admit that UFOs are real. And it's not classified no more. What the government been doing now is giving us these balloons nonsense and not taking people seriously. It's all a distraction really. The truth is why certain sightings are being shown around the world. Air forces are saying they've been seeing them up close and personal. And they ain't even hiding it anymore. Recently, they saw one during the coronation. A retired Navy SEAL said he almost went to jail because he reported one in Afghanistan. The Pentagon even admits that they got hundreds new reports in 2022. You gotta ask yourself, why is there sightings popping up like this? Why is the government tracking more than 650 UFO cases? Our own government admits that an alien invasion is the #1 threat in the US. I don't know about you, but the future might be looking scary. You really think we're alone in this world? Then you're smoking hella too much ass particles. They've been watching us for a long time now. All it takes is the right timing to strike. That's if they're good aliens. I hate calling illegals aliens because they really not. I hate calling aliens aliens because, well, they really not. Yes, they're foreigners now, but why call people like Mexicans or Ecuadorians foreigners when they're really Americans? Why call them extraterrestrials when they've been here since the dawn of time? I don't have beef with none of these races. What I have beef with is our crooked government who is allowing to hide information about aliens and allowing illegals to come here without becoming a citizen first and using them for their own gain. Immigrants have to understand their American history. Black people built this country. Native Americans built this country. Aboriginals built this country. Americans suffered enough bullshit throughout history, and we're suffering now. Americans don't hate immigrants. We hate the fact that you won't do things the right way. By you coming in illegally, we have to pay for that. Plus, you haven't earned enough respect nor haven't worked hard enough to get what we have. Y'all basically saying we deserve free shit just because. It's not just a bad look on y'all or your country. It's a bad look for the real immigrants who had earned it and became citizens because they loved the country and took advantage of the opportunities. Y'all made too many excuses about your little so-called issues. Americans don't run away from their problems. Stealing, looting, and killing on our soil. And you're saying Americans don't have any right to be mad? Our government treat our veterans like shit. The ones who actually fought for this country. I don't care how long it takes for you to become a citizen. You know why it takes too long? Because there's so many of y'all coming in. Everybody is welcome. Just do it the right way. And respect Americans. Because they're the reasons why you're here. Despite our fucked up government. Should society worry about an invasion from both races? Or should they worry about their own enemy that's causing this to happen? Maybe you should look within the problem. Trust me, it's deeper than what you're looking at. And like always, don't fear me, hear me. R-X and Rebel Mouth out.